Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between OyA and BeggarTerran here on Heartbreak Ridge. This replay was suggested to me by a subscriber of mine. He said, this is an incredible game with one of my favorite players. He directed me to the link on bwreplays.com. I kind of forget about that sometimes. It is a great resource for Brood War replays. And the APMs were good, and it's a Protoss versus Terran, and it's from 2011. Left side of the map, we have the orange Protoss player. It is OyA. And on the right side of the map, it is the blue Terran player, BeggarTerran. I can call him Beggar, I think, for most of the game here. Should be pretty good, regardless. So let's go ahead and check this out as this probe is looking sneaky, you guys. I mean, there's nothing coming up back home, so that means this is probably a pylon. And there it is. Pylon coming up. Here from OyA, right in BeggarTerran's natural. That is his natural. You have to come through this little narrow choke. You expand up here. It's a wider area you have to wall off. And BeggarTerran is not going to see this. He's not going command center first, or else he would have seen it. And maybe even shut it down, or just reacted to it in some way. But for now, he's not SCV scouting. He's not checking for proxies at all. OyA just happily mining back home. And there's a gateway. So there's a forward gateway here from OyA. This is amazing. Have I seen this? Have I seen a proxy gateway versus a Terran on the channel before? I don't know that I have. Oh, this SCV sneaking across. Doesn't see it. Doesn't see it. He did not get close enough to get that vision. I really wish, man, I wish this would show us right what BeggarTerran sees. Oh, he went up there. He didn't see it. What he has seen, like what he's aware of, because this doesn't give it to it. It only gives us exactly what is currently in the vision of the Terran player and not what he has seen and just pushed back into the fog of war. Meanwhile, the SCV scout is coming. It's a little bit late, but he's going to notice that OyA has literally nothing back home. And he's going to say, there's a proxy of some kind. Ah, this high ground is getting pylon too. I love that. Out of OyA. BeggarTerran walling off immediately. He recognizes it's probably a proxy gateway or something along those lines. And even if it wasn't a proxy, I'm going to wall off against the Zealots anyway. It's a pretty easy choke to wall off, as we mentioned previously. So this, man, this got to be cannons, right? It's got to be cannons up there eventually. So two gate warp in. Well, not warp in. Two gates have warped in. And the Zealots are going to town. Now, this is going to pull some SCVs off the line. I lost my scroll. Where did my scroll? Oh, there's my scroll. It was gone for a second. I don't know what happened. And is that a forge? Yes, that's a forge. Forge coming up on the high ground. This is going to be cannons. This is problematic, but hey, what's over here? Okay, BeggarTerran throwing up a proxy barracks of his own over on OyA's side of the map in a position where OyA is not going to see it. He's not going to come up. Actually, is that right inside his main? Oh my gosh, it's right inside his main. I thought maybe this was like there's a wall here, and nope, he's proxying inside OyA's main. There are three Zealots trying to get through. It's not working for them at all, but this cannon's going to help immensely. The cannon on the high ground. There are two Marines out. The Zealots are just not going to get enough damage done. The repair is too good. This is a terrible position for OyA to be in until the cannon finishes, and then it turns into a much better position, as there's no way for BeggarTerran to get vision of the high ground and shut that down. He won't have it. He doesn't have an academy. He's not going to be able to get a ComSat station anytime soon. This cannon's going to break this wall. There is just absolutely yes. The thing is, there's Marines in production over here, and OyA has literally nothing on that side of the map to defend against such a Marine incursion. So let the cannon, as I choke on my own spit, let the cannon go to work. Your wall is toast, man. Your wall, I mean, you can maybe try to repair through this, but your SCVs are getting shot in the face. This supply depot, with the help of the cannon, two Zealots can hit it at once. The repair is not going to happen because of the cannon placement, and the Zealots are inside the house right now. There's your wall. The Zealots are coming in. They don't have the legs, obviously, because we have, I mean, I don't think we've mined any gas for OyA right now. Anyway, going to try to shut down the gas income of BeggarTerran, which seems pretty smart. No tanks for you, no vultures for you, because you can't make a factory. Just going to be Marines defending here, but guess what? The Marine count for BeggarTerran is 4. They're coming over. OyA has nothing to defend against this at all. The Zealots need to get in here. They need to get in here now. They need to take down this bunker. The SCVs are going for the block. Nice block there. But, oh, wait, the probes are fighting for themselves, and they actually kill all of the Marines. There's a bunker coming up here, too. I mean, you want to continue making that bunker? I'm not entirely sure that you do. Thinking about it, and... Oh, the SCV dies, and the bunker's not done. And I think that's a cancel. I don't think you... I mean, do the probes just kill it? Dang, the probes just killed it, and they're fighting here against that Marine. Now, the Zealots are just holding... I don't know about this. I think the Zealots can get down here and get a surround on two sides of this bunker and just win. But OyA playing it a little passively, trying to cannon rush his way towards the Terran base. Now, the problem with cannon rushing a Terran is these buildings can lift off. The command center and the barracks can both lift off here. I am shocked that OyA thinks he can hold this solely with probes. He's not bringing any Zealots home. He's not throwing up a pylon to get a cannon to defend against further Marine incursions. Where do you think those Marines came from? They're inside the house, man. You're not blocking it off anyway. You're not walling this off anyway. Oh, OyA, you're so focused on trying to kill the Terran player with a cannon rush. Again, buildings can lift. This is not going to go well. I just don't see this going well for OyA at all. The Marines, rah, 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 rah. Yeah, man, there's 3 Marines here. The probes, they're just running. The probes are fleeing for their lives. Hold on. The probes are coming back around. They're going to try to get that surround on the Marines again, if at all possible. And they do. Oh, they don't get the surround on the outside, though. And if you stutter step well enough here... Oh, these probes, their pathing is screwing them up real bad. Hey, but some SCVs made it out. Some SCVs just evacuated this base entirely. Some are remaining behind to mine just a little bit. Here for BeggarTerran, the Marines are just problematic here. OyA running his probes out. Are we going to switch places? Are we going to switch places here? The probes are fighting against some of these SCVs, which is hilarious. And that Nexus is going to die. The Nexus is going to die, and OyA does not have the resources to replace the Nexus. What an insane game this has been so far. The probes are like, can we engage? No! No, you can't engage! There are 5 Marines, 6 Marines here, and a ton of SCVs. It's no! You should have waited for the Zealots. Get the Zealots to fight with your probes, and you're going to have a better time. That bunker finished just in the nick of time. And suddenly we have 2 bunkers, one with 2 Marines, one with 2 Marines fighting against these. I think the Zealots are going to win, though. Zealot DPS versus buildings is pretty great. Yeah, man. Marines getting hammered. SCVs dying here at the same time. That bunker is full of a Marine, and it's going to explode, and the Marine inside is going to be eviscerated. So, the good news for BeggarTerran is, after losing all of that, is that he still has income, and OyA does not. OyA is toast. OyA, oh, hang on. OyA is mining from this base. This base is very low on HP. I thought all the probes were dead, but there are 2. There are 2 remaining here. The Zealots, oh, look at this, though. Another barracks. Another barracks under construction for Terran up on this high ground. He's like, hey, man, you want to put stuff on my high ground? I'll put stuff on your high ground. And we'll see whose high ground is better high ground, eh? The cannon rush is kind of aborted right now. I mean, OyA doesn't have the resources to make another cannon, so that's a problem. Yeah, man, he's at 132 resources. He can make another Zealot. He's got the supply availability to do that. He's got the buildings to do that, obviously. He should just be fine to make it happen. But, all right, man, 1 Zealot holding off against the Marine onslaught that's coming. 2 Zealots. I don't know about this. This Zealot chasing a Marine, I'm not sure if that's what you want to be doing here. And, oh, actually slowly creeping forward with the cannons. Oh, my gosh. BeggarTerran is not focusing that cannon. He needs to focus that cannon. And the bunker needs to finish here, too. And the Marines need to get inside, and they need to fire on it immediately. And they are. They're firing on the cannon. They're going to shut it down. There's a cancel. All right. Cannon placed in a position where, yes, where the Marines cannot hit it from inside that bunker. Unless they have the Marine range upgrade, which they don't. Because, again, we don't have any gas, nor do we have an academy, nor has there really been any time to do either of those things in this game. It's been entirely insane. So, BeggarTerran, again, the income is more than 0. OyA's income is 0. I think... I mean, I don't want to cast or curse this, but this really feels like it's over. There's a lot of Zealots here. And if you can keep this base alive... when I said the income was 0, what I meant was... there are 3 probes here, which is fine, but oh boy, the Marine attack. The Marine attack is real. Some Zealots here to defend, I guess, doing their best here, but the Marines are faster than Zealots. And with good micro... you don't actually have to take any shots at all. But this cannon is done and outranging that bunker. And the Marines are in trouble, boys. Yeah, man, the Marines just die for no reason there whatsoever. The bunker is finished. This bunker is finished. There are 4 Marines inside the bunker. Is this the remaining probe? Is that all the probes that OyA has? And they're focusing down the nexus. OyA, no. OyA. Oh, man. That nexus is toast. The zealots aren't even making a move to save it. And they kind of made a move at the end there, but it didn't matter. All right, man. So OyA doesn't have a nexus anymore. OyA doesn't have a nexus. OyA has 98 minerals. OyA has a ton of zealots, which is nice. But see, the problem... Oh, wait. Oh, there's the command center. It was missing, and I was like, where did it go? And then I had Falcon blindness, and I thought this was it, but it's not. This is the command center. We're mining from a number of 3 mineral patches right now if you're Terran, but that's more mineral patches than OyA is mining from because he has 0. His nexus is dead. Oh, the zealots are actually going to break this, I think. They're losing comrades here. Just the one? I think it was just the one zealot death noise that I heard, and that was destructive. That was really destructive. The zealots need to come up here and start killing these marines too. They're hiding. They're like, oh, there's zealots right on the low ground, but they don't even come look. It's like OyA doesn't even care where these proxies are. He's not worrying about it. Probe. Is this the final probe for OyA? Is it over here? I mean, I guess, sure, it can scout, right? It can scout, but that's all that we can do with 98 minerals. You can't make a zealot with 98 minerals. You can make a probe, but you don't have a nexus for it. And as a result, we are in a terrible position. OyA, he's got zealots. I think the problem is the zealots, I think, can break this. The zealots can come in here and break it, but BeggarTerran can lift his buildings. And there's nothing that can shoot up from OyA. He doesn't have any Corsairs. He doesn't have any Dragoons. At the very worst scenario here, BeggarTerran is going to force a draw, and that's it. Maybe OyA can win if BeggarTerran makes some serious mistakes, and maybe BeggarTerran can win if OyA makes some mistakes, or if BeggarTerran plays really well. I think we're in the realm where if BeggarTerran plays really well, he can win this. Right? He keeps the command center alive, he kills all of the zealots, he makes enough of a marine force to kill the remainder of OyA's buildings, and he wins. That's entirely in the realm of possibility right here. Alright, SCV kill, but in the grand scheme of things, there's still income for BeggarTerran, and there's none for OyA. I know I said that earlier, I was wrong, but now I am correct. I'm 100% correct here. Zealots, they can't hit this without taking shots from the bunker. I really just want to see them dive on that bunker and kill it. They've done it before. I don't know why OyA is so afraid to do it now. He did it earlier, back at his own base. He dove all of his zealots onto one bunker with 4 marines in it and wrecked it. There's only 2 marines in this bunker. There's not enough SCVs to surround it and repair it either. I am so confused as to what OyA is afraid of, but it's really freaking him out. Meanwhile, barracks floating around, just, I guess, scouting for BeggarTerran. These guys are floating too. Oh, they built a bunker in defensive position against in OyA's old main, and he's kind of walling it off with barracks. Okay, that's cool. Whoa! Full liftoff. We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. The command center of BeggarTerran is flying. This is what I'm talking about. You had this the whole time. Are any zealots even going to die? He moves the wounded zealot away. That was good micro. And he wiped it out. See, that's all I'm talking about. But look, this floating command center is on fire, but not burning down. And as a result, it will make it safely across the map. The zealots can do nothing about this. I almost feel like it would make sense if zealots could, like, throw rocks at this. They just bend over and pick up little pebbles on the ground and throw it at the command center and do, like, half a point of damage per hit. I don't know. I main Zerg. And I just look at the situation and say, well, man, if BeggarTerran couldn't lift his buildings, he'd have lost by now. Because this base would be dead. The cannons rushed it effectively. He'd be done. He'd have no income whatsoever. And that would be all she wrote. But instead, he can float it so he can force a draw at the very least. And look at the buildings floating over there. Got an SCV running around. Zealots checking for trying to find stuff. Are they going to find this command center? They might accidentally cross paths with this command center here. Wow, they almost did, but then they missed. Oh, they're chasing that SCV. Are they going to see it? Are they going to see it? Nope. Ah! Nope, they don't. So they don't know about the command center floating up here. They do recognize there's stuff happening over here. Okay, I've seen this trick. I know this trick before. It is barracks floating over sometimes a supply depot. Oh, sometimes like a marine. Oh, but they're holding the wall. Whatever's under here is holding the wall. And the barracks are preventing the zealots from right-clicking and attacking whatever's under there. Dude, OyA can't get in. OyA cannot get in here with zealots. We saw this. We saw this in a ZVT. I want to say it was Flash versus Effort. And Flash did this trick versus a very early Ling aggressive play. Oh, man. He basically put an SCV in between two supply depots and then put a barracks over it, and the Lings couldn't target fire the SCV to kill it, and couldn't target fire the supply depots either because they couldn't click them. All they could do was A move, but then they just run around stupidly because the Marines are attacking. OyA is a little upset right now, and I can't necessarily blame him. He's got the bigger army. If he can be allowed to engage, he would win, but nope. That's not how this works. Nope, Chuck Testa. Yeah, man, it's either a draw, but no. But nope. Terran, he managed to float his command center over here. He has an SCV on the inside. He's mining happily. Eventually, he will get to the point where he can make something to deal with these zealots, and the zealots can do nothing about it in the meantime. These cannons are dead weight. These buildings are dead weight. This Marine has been trying to kill this pylon for the last 3 minutes, and he's going to get there. Very eventually, he's going to get there. I mean, OyA's done. He doesn't recognize that he's done, or at least he's not willing to admit that he's done yet. That Marine very happily ends up getting a kill. Is that his only one? It's his only one in the game, guys, is that pylon. He probably wrote home about it. And yeah, look. The zealots. The zealots get in there and they can't attack. GG! OyA taps out. BeggarTerran is your winner in 16 minutes and 44 seconds. Hey, that was fun. That was a fun game. Thank you for sending that in, by the way. Whoever that was. I need to check numbers real quick and check names sometimes. But actually, I can do that. I can do that real quick. But yeah, that's the trick. What I want to do, I'm going to back it up to when there wasn't this little setup here. Okay, here it is. So let's watch. We're going to speed it up and see what he did here with the Protoss music. All right, hang on. Oh, it's SCVs. He has an SCV in that wall. He brings in 2 more, places them perfectly so they're a wall, and then positions the barracks over the top. And that's the trap. That's it. That's the entirety of the trap. 3 SCVs walling. Barracks over the top. Ugh, amazing. All right, thanks, Dan. Was it Danon or Danon? Something like that. It's a name I don't recognize, but thank you for contacting me about that. You can hit me up at falconpaladin@gmail.com with suggestions of your favorite professional players, and I'm more likely to cast them than not, as people don't recommend garbage games, right? People recommend good ones like this. Very exciting proxies all over the place, cannon rushes, floating the command center from one side of the map to the other, and then this trick is just the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. It really was beautifully well executed and made sure that BeggarTerran was going to win that game. Great job by him. All right, cool stuff. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.